Hey everyone, welcome back to the Hammond family. This has been a crazy few weeks. We've had an earthquake here in Utah, we've had some social distancing here in Utah, and places are shut down, and that's what we're going to talk about today.
And then I have my glasses that my husband doesn't like. We are irritating him today. So yeah. But on a no serious note, yes, we had a lot of stuff happening to us. We felt like the second coming is here already. It's not coming anymore. It has arrived. That's how we felt. We started talking about, are we prepared, like, to meet our maker? Because when we had the earthquake, that that really got me scared, got me questioning how my kids were going to be if something happened to us, or if something happened to them. That really scared us a lot. What about your experience, babe?
Well, for me, I was upstairs making Daphne a bottle of milk, and at first I was like, why the heck is a plane flying so low? Because our house was just like shaking.
It was moving
And
left and right.
And then I was like sitting there and I was like, oh my god, this is an earthquake. And I ended up dropping the bottle and I was upstairs and I ran into Sia's room. I was like, Sia, get up. And I dragged him out. And I was always taught that you stand in a doorway. You know, it's like a very safe place to stand, structurally sound. And we were just sitting, like standing there as the house was shaking. And he's like, what's going on?
He was still asleep, so he was awake. The house is moving, and his mind is not there at all. He's not feeling it. Maybe he thought that he's still asleep. So the house moving, he thought that it's him moving around, maybe. Because he just saw, there was grandma. Grandma was standing under one of the doorway, the door frame. And then I ran up with Dav, because when it happened when I was still in the basement. And I don't know, up here, there was a ball that we had. It was gold. It was beautiful. We got it as a gift in what is it?
For
Open house. No, it was the open house here in
Yeah, when we got married and had our
an
reception
open.
here.
Yeah, we had a reception here, and that ball just. That's the first thing that dropped downstairs, and I was up. That I wasn't even sleeping. I wasn't even sleeping. I mean, but the moment it started moving, I thought maybe I'm feeling dizzy because I've never had a house move like that. And then when I looked around, I could see the house moving left and right. It was kind of and in a fast way. It wasn't too soft. It was like those movement as if like you're really off feeling stuff, which is not true. That's when I grabbed my daughter because I knew that Travis was upstairs making milk for her. It was just a couple of seconds after he left, and then it happened. So I rushed upstairs. He was already coming for us to check us if we're coming up, and then we stand under the door frame, and that was scary.
Yeah.
That was really scary. I did not like that experience. Made me question myself. Why didn't I not do my research? When I married him, I'm like, okay, which state do you live in? And then he tells me, I'm like, nope, we're at the edge of the plate. Let's find another one. So,
Well, yeah, and we realized how unprepared we actually are. We had
no
nothing,
emergency, no
nothing prepared.
72 emergency kit.
Yeah, nothing was prepared, so after the earthquake, we ended up spending most of our day just getting those ready, just as in case something does happen and we need to be ready, we can have kits to go.
Yeah, we packed stuff. We can't include all of that in the video, but if you are very interested on what we packed, leave a comment. I would tell you what we packed, but we still have to fix it more because that packing was more under a rush because people are like, and a bigger earthquake is coming in 15 minutes, which that wasn't true. They can't predict the earthquake yet. In as much as we're in America and they have a lot of advanced stuff, they haven't been able to create an instrument that can read when is the next one coming and how strong will it be, maybe a couple of hours before it happens or a couple of minutes. We just find out when it's happening, that it's happening. You don't get any warnings.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So, all of that's been happening. At the same time, we've had the coronavirus.
Corona.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
it's been hard.
so in Utah, it's shut down quite a bit of stuff. You can no longer go into restaurants and sit down. You can drive through and pick up your food. Um, some weird things are just like shutting down. Like Apple shut down all their stores, so you can't go in and buy stuff.
We wanted to buy a new charger for my car because I can't listen to music anymore.
Yep. And yeah, just weird stuff. They are limiting groups to any group higher than 10 now gets a fine. And that's pretty crazy.
Which that's weird because at work, I work at Amazon and it's a big crowd. It's a warehouse. And he also works at a warehouse. It's bigger gatherings. We don't go to church anymore. Sunday is at home.
Yeah, they canceled church. They said do church from home and study the gospel and, you know,
have the sacrament
good luck.
at home.
You know, care for your neighbor.
And we can introduce that a little bit. For church, we still dress up as if like we are going to church. So we get in our church attires, kids, husband, grandparents, other family members. We get dressed up and we literally sit down as if like we're in church. It confused Sia. It really confused Sia because I asked him to dress up, put on his shoes, look all proper, and he's like, "Ma, we in the house." So it's been hard. Like the coronavirus has been making it really hard for the kids too because they're not going to school anymore.
Yeah, so church was good. It was very different, a lot faster than normal. I kind of liked it.
I liked it too.
Yeah, so one of the things that they've highly recommended, you know, is washing your hands.
Yes.
And
yes.
Z has a beautiful video about how to wash your hands.
Oh yeah, it's about to get cleanly, y'all. With your right and your left hand, y'all. One pump this time. One pump this time. Right hand, 2 scrubs. Left hand, 2 scrubs. Wash to the left. Wash to the right. Rinse off. Rinse off. Dry off real smooth. Go to work.
Bad. That video is just a short reminder. I am not literally doing like how you should be like washing like the proper way. It's just a short reminder. But my son, when he washes his hands, it's either you sing happy birthday in your head or you sing it out loud. He sings it twice because that's like proper way of getting the gems out. So happy birthday to you as you do it, and then you do it twice. Happy birthday to you. He says happy birthday to whoever because it's confusing him singing happy birthday when nobody's celebrating their birthday. But if you want to teach your kids that to wash their hands and make it fun, they can also sing happy birthday. And if you want to show them with a video of me like, all right, to the left, it's fun too. But that one is not a proper way of washing, so I don't want you guys looking at that as like, okay, no, there is like a long way to really get those germs out. And then don't touch your face. They talk about don't touch your eyes, don't touch your nose, don't touch your mouth. And when you sneeze, I don't prefer sneezing here. They say sneeze. I think it's best if you sneeze inside here because here you still get
She's a health expert, so clearly don't listen to the professionals who have told you to do those things.
No, they say
Listen to Z.
cover. They say cover. But I feel like this is best when you get in here because here I heard that germs, like these germs, last for 12 hours on surface and like clothes. They last for 12 hours. So imagine you sneezing here and then we don't hug anymore, I know, but if you have like new kids like me, I have a 6-month baby, so always carry her, so she's always right here. She could get that, and sometimes she like rubbing her face in my clothes. So I think if it's inside, it makes perfect sense. They say cover and they say sometimes use a tissue, so tissue, throw it away, but here I don't get it.
I think Daphne's crying.
She's awake.
Hey, so we're back again. Daphne woke up. We like to film these very late and she's sleeping. Yeah, so part of the coronavirus and things they've been telling us to do is social distancing. And because of that, we've been taking that as just be more active on social media. Because while you're at home doing nothing...
social media and your family, not social media only. Your family.
Not only. But... you know, the kids are out of school, you know, there's so much opportunity to be at home with the family, but there's also the social aspect of life. And one of the things that Z and I have been doing is we've just been making very weird TikTok videos and
Going live.
going live on Instagram. But they just look so bad.
He hates them. But we went live with those glasses and people were liking them, like 3 or 4, including him. He commented on my live video while he was next to me.
I just wanted her to have more people watching her. Yeah, so we thought it'd be fun to share with you some of our very, very first TikTok experiences. And so I'm at work the other day and I'm talking to a coworker and she finds out that I'm colorblind. And the first thing she asks me is, "Do you know your wife's black?" And I look at her and I go, "No. What am I supposed to do?" Posts.
He's very
And
first.
I think mine are better than hers.
Yeah, he's doing well.
Although I got one of them removed. They took it down and I can't figure out why. Because I didn't say anything really bad, I didn't say any bad words, and it was a highly viewed video, so I'm a little bit disappointed. But so that experience really happened. And I was at work and it happened exactly like that. And afterwards, you know, she looked at me and she's like, "Was that a dumb question?" And I was like, "There's no dumb questions, but yeah." And, you know, it was just something that's funny. And I honestly, it happened about a year ago, but I've never forgotten it because it's just such a funny memory for me.
Another thing, me and Sia have been making just small videos because he gets so bored during the day. Because I have this thing that if we don't need anything outside, let's not go outside. Because we have a small baby girl that hasn't had a fully developed immune system yet, and we're all striving to not get sick so she won't get sick. So because it will hit her harder, and then it will also hit the older people harder too. So me and Sia have been making videos, and there's this one where
So, what is hard about this social distancing? I will tell you. Nobody gets to see this beauty. Hello? Hello? Nobody. I'm out here, alone, and people are locking themselves in their houses. And the only person who gets to see this beauty is this one. And he doesn't care.
got so ready, my face came through, my face speech was on point, but nobody could see me. That broke my heart because like, you know, when you're feeling yourself and you look all good and you just want to be seen, it did not happen. It did not, but I did post my videos and people who on social media liked it. So those are the stuff that we've been doing. We've been being active on recording, because we even have some videos where we record the grandparents, which we won't post them here, but we had them because we've been doing stuff, like we've been finding stuff to do as a family, so we won't get crazy because it is disturbing.
Well, when all you're doing is sitting at home, it gets pretty rough. And
Yeah, tell them about what we did when we were like going.
What did we do?
When we like finally breaking down, tired, we literally left the kids with the grandparents.
Yep. We went on a date. It was nice. First
A car
time this
date.
month. Didn't leave the car because there was nowhere to go. And yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, that's where we bought food. And now when we are paying, when you on the drive-through, which I didn't notice that he brought it up here when we're in the house, that hey, did you notice that when we pay, we don't you don't give them the card anymore. They literally bring the machine to you and you kind of plug it in yourself and then you remove it. That's how bad it is. People
Yeah.
don't want to be in contact with this, which is good.
Which, I mean, I'm glad that everyone's being extra safe and extra, cautious. But it's very inconvenient because there's been a lot of times lately where I want to go sit down in a restaurant and get really nice food.
He
and
loves food.
I love food. I live to eat. But they just everything's closed, so all you have is fast food. And I mean, that's the life we live in right now.
To share an experience, I was on the phone this week at work. I think it was last week at work, and I was talking to my sister, and it was like on my second break, and it happened that my nose got irritated and I sneezed. People were like they freeze. People freeze and they turn around and look at you now. Like, really, you can't sneeze anymore because maybe you have allergies, or maybe some dust irritated your nose. You can't sneeze, you can't cough anymore without anyone thinking that you are spreading the virus. So you just can't sneeze in peace anymore. And that bothered me because now when you want to sneeze, you kind of need to block it, and it's hard to block it. So please tell us your experience if it did happen that you cough and it wasn't even the virus. You were just coughing because something was irritating your throat, and people would...
I've had that at work. Yeah, it's been real crazy. It's been fun. It's just going to hell.
It is not going to hell. It's just that we feel like it was really rough on us because we had an earthquake and we have coronavirus. So it's it happened in 1 month. Everything is happening in 1 month.
Yep.
And then our jobs are cutting our hours. My job is not cutting my hours, but it added a couple of dollars in it so we can kind of come more to work, which has been nice. They've been really, really, really working with us at work. But it's scary though because it's a warehouse and it brings a lot of people in there. So yeah, it's been crazy.
And it's just finding ways to entertain ourselves and kind of just make it through these hard times, and knowing that everything's going to get better soon, and that's kind of what keeps us going.
Yeah, and another thing I would like to say, you guys, if you could, please do it for your family. If you can afford it, or if you can, if you do have the money for it, please buy some immune system booster, like those vitamin for you and your family. Even if you're not sick, those vitamins help a lot. When you take one, it kind of help boost your immune system. So if anything had to attack you, at least you have a strong immune system that can fight it, than to meet an immune system that is weak and that would get really, really badly damaged through being sick and all of that. So I would say buy some immune system, buy stuff that you can take, like boost your energy, boost yourself, drink a lot of water, try to eat healthy, avoid big gatherings as much as possible, wash your hands, don't handshake, do the elbow. Travis, do the elbow. You'll be fine. I think
that's the closest we get lately.
Yeah, that's not true. That is not. Whatever, but yeah, just teach your little ones about this too, because we had to teach Sia. Sia thinks that we are all going to die. There was a time where I was sick. This week I was throwing up, and Sia was like, "Ma, you have the virus." Like, he started getting scared. Travis had to educate him, and he wasn't understanding. He thought that I had the virus, and if I have the virus, I'm gonna die. Yep. So if you could teach them so they can understand that no, it does not really kill. It does kill people above like 50 or 60. It does affect them really badly. But if you're strong, your immune system is good, your health is good, it does. You do have those symptoms that kind of irritate the body, but you will survive it. It's just that you can spread it. That's the sad part.
Yep.
So please tell us what you guys do. Like, we really want to know what you guys do. We're just not on the lockdown yet. We're on like what? Social distancing,
and they're contemplating whether or not to just lock everything down. But yeah, we'll see how this next week goes for us.
Yeah, we'll try and record stuff, short clips, videos, and posts just to entertain people. If we could entertain you guys so you can maybe avoid being out there, or maybe avoid going mentally ill. You're strong. Why are you looking at me? You love me?
I do. I kind of like you.
How? Okay.
Okay.
So yeah.
Thanks, guys.
I love you guys from the Hammond family.
Okay.
To you.
See you later.
We love y'all. Bye.